Hello, and thank you all very much for coming tonight. I'm Joshua Galloway, and I'm here as one of 4 members of New Ecology in the Mid-Atlantic, and I come to you from the future. The future of a New England that experiences heat and humidity that we experience in Baltimore. The question really is, why does that matter? And what can we do about it? And the answer is, New Ecology is here to help. I first heard about New Ecology in 2005 when I was a Rose Fellow with Enterprise in Richmond, Virginia, and read the costs and benefits of green affordable housing. New Ecology was one of the first groups that was looking at hard data to promote green affordable housing as a necessity and as a possibility. When I met Ed Connolly, he described New Ecology as an entrepreneurial nonprofit. And in the Mid-Atlantic, we're taking that charge of entrepreneurism and have a couple ideas we'd like to share with you tonight. Moisture management for resident health is one of our focuses. Last winter, Jonah and I were at a property that was built in the 1980s. It was experiencing heavy mildew and moisture issues. And so we interviewed residents and staff, and Jonah spent some time in the HVAC closet, and I crawled around behind the appliances trying to find the sump pumps, which were there, but hard to find. We realized during these field excursions that there's a lot more to learn about how buildings and residents affect one another and how we can learn more about indoor air quality. We're currently looking at smart monitoring and ventilation control to enhance building performance and occupant health. As we build high-performance buildings, moisture control becomes more and more important. A developer we work with in Delaware told us that recently he had to remove all the drywall in an apartment that was built a couple years ago because of moisture and mildew issues. And in fact, in Delaware, the QAP just required this past year that all apartments had to have a standalone dehumidifier as part of the apartment. Second, we need to tackle resilience planning at all scales. We have the great fortune to work with the State Housing Authority in Delaware. Get the next, yes. In Delaware on a first in the nation resilience, risk and resilience planning assessment. And so we're looking at 200 properties that are funded by the state and ranking them in order of kind of the level of risks that they could experience due to climate change. And we came and met with our clients a couple weeks ago, and we presented a PowerPoint to the staff. And the presentation started out with us speaking to them and ended up with the property management folks, the asset management folks, and the construction folks having a dialogue about which property was going to be affected in which way and what they could do to deal with it. And that is a dream. That's exactly what we'd like our role to be as an enabler of problem solving. The climate science is pretty clear. We're going to get more water, more heat, and stronger winds. The changes will impact greatly the at-risk and underserved communities. Our deliverable is a toolkit to address climate risk and resiliency, both for existing projects that could be going through refinance or for future projects they're trying to determine suitable funding directions for the state. And lastly, we're working on the next chapter for our version of the triple-decker, and that's the row home. The row home in Wilmington and Philadelphia and Baltimore is one of the main housing types, and it's a great source of naturally affordable housing and a great center of embodied carbon and energy. In Baltimore, there are more than 17,000 vacant row homes. New Ecology is trying to figure out replicable ways to provide green technical assistance to support the row home renovation programs that are being advanced by cities and CDCs and land banks. We met with one healthcare organization that is very focused on health. They run a hospital and have rental housing in the same community. It's ideal because they know the neighbors, they understand the need for green and healthy homes. And that's really the biggest challenge, is finding the right partners and resources to get started. A client recently told me that you get into some exciting things, and we really do. And that's really one of the best things about working here. I'd like to thank you all all our partners for helping us define what community-based sustainable development looks like for New Ecology's third decade. Thank you.